The last story that I want to talk about this week, I always leave off with MMA or combat sports, most often the UFC. And unfortunately, the story that I was actually really looking forward to talking about this week is called off. It happened earlier this week. TJ Dillashaw, apparently he took some kind of an injury in training camp. So Cory Sandhagen versus TJ Dillashaw. That's off. I believe that Michelle Waterson is going to be in the main event on this upcoming Saturday, which is also a little bit weird because Donald Cerrone is on the card. And as much as I would like to be able to talk about Cowboy, can't really do it because I just haven't had time to do the research on a story. So I'm kind of, it seems like we're having difficulty getting justice done in the bantamweight division. It really does seem that way. And it's been that way ever since the new champion was crowned. We have talked about that here previously, and we are going to talk about it again. But what I'm actually kind of more interested in is just the fact that Cory Sandhagen can't seem to get any justice in the bantamweight division right now. I cannot imagine how frustrated Cory Sandhagen must be. And if he is, he's absolutely right to be that frustrated. Because the simple fact of the matter is that these last few performances that he has put in, he should be deemed the number one contender. He should be the one deemed to get this next title match. But instead, they want to give this next title match to Peter Yan, despite the fact that he lost his championship entirely in a manner that was his own doing. Cory Sandhagen, he has earned a championship opportunity with these last two stellar performances that he put in. In particular against Frankie Edgar. But now, not only is he going to have to sit around and wait, from the looks of it, he's going to have to sit around and wait for his next championship fight. It looks like he might have to sit around and wait for his next fight, period. After he probably just went and trained his ass off to at least get the TJ Dillashaw, which you would call the consolation prize. Now, we just said that life isn't fair, and you would expect that Cory Sandhagen would understand this as well as anybody. He is a professional fighter. He's chosen a profession where you don't get anything just given to you, regardless of how much you may deserve it. In his case, sometimes no matter how much you've earned it. In his particular case, not only is he not getting the championship fight that he has earned, that he does deserve, far more than the guy who looks like he's actually going to get it. Now, through absolutely no fault of his own, he's not even getting that consolation prize. And to make things in the Sandhagen camp just a little bit more frustrating, in a couple of weeks' time, Cody Garbrandt can make things very, very interesting in the bantamweight division if he manages to go out and beat Peter Font. But I suppose then again, if the division was uninteresting, then probably that championship really wouldn't be worth chasing or holding. So I suppose even if Cory Sandhagen can't be thankful for a shot at the Bantamweight Championship of the world, at the very least he can be thankful for the detail that it's at least going to be very meaningful and interesting when he finally does get his opportunity.